What's up, guys? Today we got our first look at Bill and Ted's Face the Music trailer. So we got a minute of goodness going on here. I'm gonna try to my best to break it down, give you all the Easter eggs, and maybe even plot out some theories. So if you're interested, stick around. We're gonna dive right in.
Tally ho! 25 years ago, you played a concert in front of the entire world. 1 month ago, you played in Barstow, California for 40 people, most of whom were there for $2 taco night.
So we open up in the close-up of a concert where both Bill and Ted are playing, and they have some kind of huge energy beam that's shooting up from what looks like the middle of the stage. Also, if you slow it down, Captain Logan, Bill's dad, is playing a clarinet, I believe, and they have some futuristic dressed lady over to the right-hand side as well. So it continues on. The great leader says, 25 years ago, you played for the entire world. What she's referencing there is at the end of Bogus Journey, D. Nomalos shot the camera with some kind of ray gun, and it made every TV in the world tune into that battle of the bands.
Bill and Ted, what have you got to say for yourselves?
Be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes.
You were supposed to unite the world and save reality as we know it.
It then cuts to Bill and Ted in the future in front of what looks like some kind of ruling council. They basically ask them to explain themselves for not ever being able to pull off uniting the world. Small feat, no big deal, right? Then Bill and Ted decide that it's a great idea to basically use the same speech they did in the first one. Be excellent to each other and party on. It does not work this time. It definitely falls on deaf ears, and nobody is impressed. Right after that, we go to a room with a hologram of the Earth, a bunch of scientists around it, and what looks like the Great Leader. And it also seems that it has an alarm that's going off over California right there. I believe that has something to do with that's where Bill and Ted are at the time. Maybe time is breaking in that area.
Bill, we've spent our whole life trying to write the song that will unite the world. Why can't we just go to the future when we have written it?
Whoa! Take it from ourselves!
But isn't that stealing?
How is that stealing if we're stealing it from ourselves, dude?
No way!
How'd you like our song?
It's a little on the dark side, but you know, that's cool.
So now we're on the freeway, and you can see random people from different times just popping in and out in these silver bubble style vortexes. Actually, and whenever it swings back around to them, you can see two more in the distance there pop up. So I'm pretty sure they have broken time some kind of way, and they're in serious trouble. Oh, also, I believe this is really close to the apocalypse because right there on this sign, it says the end is near. And if that's on a placard on the side of the road, I think you're in trouble. So then we go to a close-up of the time machine / phone booths. I believe these are two different time machines. If you look at the lightning, one is red and one is solid white. I believe the white one to be, they probably steal that one, I would say, in the middle of the movie. And I believe the red one to be one that they originally used in the very first movie because it also had red lightning. They'll probably have to steal that one from some museum style thing because if you notice right here, it's definitely closed in a smaller area than say the one using the white lightning, which is it's on some type of runway. And then we cut to the pair. They apparently are singing at weddings at some point during this, And then we do a close-up of Billy Logan, played by Bridget Lundy Payne. Then we come to Thea Preston, who's played by Samara Weaving. And if you look at their clothes, they're quite dirty. And Billy has a cut over her head, and she has some bloody knuckles. So I believe this to be the same concert that we seen in the very first shoot. When they cut to the next scene, it's the one of the time tubes that they used in the very first movie, but they're in some kind of egg-shaped craft in this one. I'm not sure when they get this one. It's probably in the middle of the movie. They probably do a lot of time jumping, obviously. Next, we go to a scene where it looks like they land in some kind of prison yard, and then it quickly cuts to Death, who's played by the same character, William Sadler. If you look close in the background here, he actually has a battleship game, and obviously that's a reference to the games that they had to play. I believe that Battleship was the very first game that they actually played where he decided that it needed to be 2 out of 3, 3 out of 5, and yada, yada, yada. He also appears to be a pretty big Wild Stallions fan. If you look in the background, he's got a shirt. He's got 2 different articles, it looks like. This could be due to them going heavy metal, because in the last shot of it, it actually shows them in prison. And it looks like they've been there for a pretty good while. They are pretty jacked up. Bill has some Wild Stallions tattooed on his chest and heinous across his stomach. And Ted has excellent across his chest. And on his lower abdomen, he has what appears to be Elizabeth, kill me forever, which is a reference to the princesses that he met, probably his ex-wife, Elizabeth, which he met in the very first movie. I believe that she was in every movie after that as well. Well, that brings us to the end of this episode. We appreciate you watching. I hope that you had as much fun watching it as I did making it. If you like this video, hit the thumbs up. If you want more videos like it, hit the subscribe button. This is Ben from Flashback Studios, and you guys have a great day.